Hello friends, this is Dave at Dave's Raised Bed Garden. I'm out here at the garden today. I haven't had a video in the past couple weeks because here in 7B there's different situations that come. I've shared reels that the term that I use, keep planting and keep growing. This summer has been an unusual summer for us, to say the least. I would say that basically the last reel that I had, I went away for a family vacation and everything, and I come back, but during that time that I was gone for about 8 days, we didn't have no rain. We didn't have no water here. That we had passing showers. But what I mean by, if it did come a rain or a little shower, it didn't last long. It only lasted for a few minutes or anything. But we never had what we call significant rainfall to be able to help the garden. And so what gardeners were having to do here in my area was that we were having to water, and that can be expensive, especially if you have city water and such and you're having to pay for it. But even if you have a well, if you do it too much, you're going to run low on water, because we didn't have the rain for over 4 to 5 weeks. So we didn't have a significant rainfall, and that affected my garden in a lot of ways. I was having a lot of issues. Fast forwarding it to, for the past 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks or so, we've had a lot of rain. We've been getting an overabundance of passing thunderstorms that where it rains and it's just downpours that where it wants to drench and everything. So again, where am I at? I'm at the situation that I've had 2 problems in the garden. I'm going to be showing you this real quick. The first thing was that with the rain, I've had it without the rain, and then with the rain, sometimes with that too much water can be too much for your plants and everything, especially when you're doing raised beds garden, not only if you're doing regular traditional garden. The second thing is that I've had pests come into my garden, meaning is I haven't seen them, but I'm going to show you like what they did to my corn by evidence that I've been seeing little tracks and stuff on my trash cans. It looks like that I've had an invasion of possibly some raccoons. I've even wondered if maybe I had a groundhog coming in here just based on it. I'll show you a few things. So they came in during this time when I haven't been able to get out, because I've been coming in the middle of the night. I don't have my deer cam out here or anything just to kind of see what's been going on. I do have an 8-foot fence. It is easy for a raccoon to climb over it if it so pursues it, unless I put an electric fence or barbed wire or anything. Rabbits have gotten into it because they can get into the smallest little areas. But the thing is that what it's done. So again, here we are in August. Now I'm getting ready to, in the next few weeks, I'll be doing my fall planting, and I'll be putting my cabbage and my broccoli and my cauliflower and my lettuce and all the things that I grow in the fall up to the winter. I'll be doing that. And then with that, also the stuff that will grow continually, I'll be able to do. But let me turn the camera around just to kind of show you. So what I'm having to do is that in gardening is that what I wanted to just share with you. Hold on a second. Well, let me try this again. I said, let me pause. I'll tell you what had happened is that while I was doing this video, I've got some shorts on. It's kind of hot out here. And I felt something on my leg, and I had like 3 or 4 ants crawling up, and one started to bite me. So I had to stop this video. I'll tell you what, that'll change your mind when you're doing a video when you have ants. But the ants have been out here. There's been a lot more than I usually have had in the past. But I'm going to turn the camera around just to show you exactly what I mean and everything. And some of the corn, it's ready to go, but they have just demolished it. I found it all over. I've got to pick cucumbers, but again, because with the rain, I haven't been able to get out here. Now I got a big harvest of nice cucumbers, so I'm glad about that. But I'm just going to turn the camera around just to show you what I'm talking about. So here's the garden. I'm going to have to weed out a lot of my squash. I've had some squash that they've come through. These plants have died out. I have got I've got 1 zucchini down there that I can grow over there. My peppers, my jalapenos have turned red, and that's okay. I like them that way. I think it gives them a little bit more heat. So I've got some peppers. My Anaheim peppers, they've also had some that turn red. So I've got to come out, but plus I have new blooms. Remember this, with peppers, they will grow all the way up. If you give them what they need and the fertilizer and everything, they will grow all the way up until it gets cold and everything. These beans are the ones that I told you that I actually have them on there, and basically, hopefully I'll have some that I can show you, is that they dry out, and we use these in soups and everything. Now let me turn over here to my corn. Now you'd say it looks like a storm came through, but it didn't, because they would come down, and when it first started happening, when we got back from vacation, was that the ears of corn, you can tell that all the corn is off of that. They were pulling it down, they were breaking it. I didn't have a big patch, it's only a 4x8 bed. But anyway, this is how it all started. I started noticing them coming in here. So of course, I did not get any corn. Looking around my garden, there are some things that I have to do. The weeds have come in. These are my potatoes. I'm actually going to dig those up. Those are more of the beans that I have, and I'm letting them grow because they're not getting into those. And then my tomatoes, they've come in. I've got some new tomatoes here that have come in, but they were coming in here and they were eating my tomatoes. I've picked them off and everything, and so what I've had to deal with is that, you know, they were coming in here and grabbing tomatoes and taking off with it. You can see my cucumber, what I'm talking about. See that cucumber down in front? That's what they've been doing a little bit of eating and then moving on and everything. So I just wanted to show you around my garden. But my watermelon, I had a whole bunch of these watermelons here. I have one left on the vine, but this is what they've done. So this has been out, but this is what I've come into. All my watermelon were looking like this. They would just eat the hull of it out and then throw this down. I found my watermelon all over my garden, and so I've had to do that. I've got a few more growing in here. The cantaloupe, they did the same thing. The vines look really good. What I'm hoping is maybe I'll get some more off of it. But I've got a lot to do in my garden, a lot of things. So what I'm doing is that I am replanting and regrowing. I'm going to get my fall plants in, and in the next few weeks you'll notice a difference in it. These are my cucumbers that I have. These are the ones that I really like. They're really they don't have many seeds. The seeds in them are very, very small. They're Supremes. I just really like them. I have a bunch of them that I have to get. But anyway, that's what the garden looks like, and I just wanted to show you. Just remember this, that when you're doing your gardening, you can go through it and there can be a lot of things going on with it. I mean, just like we had over 5 weeks of no rain, and then we've had several weeks since I got back of heavy, heavy rain. We had some really heavy rain on Friday, and then we had some more over here on Saturday. But 3 to 4 miles down the road, across town and such, they may not have gotten as much. And now we've got this tropical storm, or Hurricane Debbie. We may be getting some more rain this week. So I've got to come out here. I've got to regrow. I've got to replant, get all of my fall weather plants in here. And I promise you, in the next few weeks, by mid-September, this garden will be just flourishing again with fall vegetables, as long as the weather holds out. But this is the part of gardening, is that what you do is that you have to go through and know what you do. And a lot of times when it gets warm like it is right now, you have to spend a whole lot of time in your garden. And so you've just got to make ways to do it. Just like I've said in a past video, you know, taking a 5-minute walk through will just help you and everything. And here's an important note: if you don't have the time to do the gardening and don't have help to do your garden, then that should help you decide on what size and what you should do about your garden too. Because what's going to happen is, if a garden left to be alone, the pests and everything, this is what happened to me, because I wasn't able to get out here, and as a result, I've had the animals out here while I was gone, and they just kept coming, and you know, they got to eat too. So that's what the results of it when you leave a garden, and then you have a lot of weather that we've had, the differences and everything. But I'm hoping that I'll get out here with a little bit of work, with a little bit of time, with a little bit of patience. This garden will be looking a whole lot better, and I'll be able to get out here and just enjoy it and just get the fruits of my labor and everything out here. So this is Dave at Dave's Raised Bed Garden. Until next time, keep planting, keep growing. God bless you, and take care.